Hello, this is Amy, and today we're going to be making an Olaf itty bitty that has been inspired by Hallmark's itty bitties and Disney's Frozen movie, of course. So this is what the itty bitty actually looks like. So his buttons are a little offset however you want them. I think I offset them a little too far on this one, but that's okay. So today I'm going to be using a darker brown. This was the caramel color from Rainbow Loom that I used on this one. But I think I'm going to use the cocoa today because it's darker and it'll go better, I think, with Olaf. I used orange for the nose. I used glow in the dark for the body because it looks white. So why not? And then I used teal for the mouth. So, and black for the eyes and the little buttons. So, alrighty. Let's get started. Alright, first we're going to work on the head, and we're going to start off with a magic ring. That's 3 loops on your hook, and then we're going to pull 6 single crochet through that magic ring. So here's 1. We'll do the magic ring. Here's 2. Three. 4. 5. And 6. Okay, and the next row we're going to have an increase in each stitch around, and it is going to be 12 stitches total. I'm going to grab a stitch marker here and put it on the band that's on the hook. So I'm going through the first loop here. We're going to pull through 2 single crochet. So 1 and 2. And in the next stitch we're going to do the same all the way around. So that'll be 3 and 4 in that stitch. And the next stitch will be 5 and 6. And the next stitch will be 7 and 8. Seven, back in the same stitch, 8. Next stitch, 9 and 10. 9, back in the same stitch, 10. And the last stitch, 11 and 12. 11 and 12. Okay. Alright, now we're working on the third row, And we're going to do a single crochet and an increase for a total of 18 stitches. So here's a single crochet in this one and 2 single crochet in the next. So 2 and 3 will be in the same stitch. And then 4 is in the next stitch, the 4th stitch, well, whatever. 5 and 6 in the next stitch. 6. 7th one is in the next stitch. 8 and 9 is in the next stitch. That's your increase. 10 is in the next stitch. Just one little single crochet. 11 and 12 is in the next stitch. That's your increase. 13th one is in the next stitch over, and in the next stitch you have 14 and 15. And in the next stitch is number 16. And in your last stitch is 17 and 18. And 18. Good. Stitch marker on the loop that's on your hook. Now we're going to work on the next row. And the next row is 2 single crochets and then an increase. And that'll be a total of 24 stitches all the way around when you're done with that row. So here we go. We have 1 in that stitch. This 2 is in the next stitch. 3 and 4 are in the same stitch here. So that's 3 and same stitch, 4. A 5 is all by itself in the next stitch. 6 is in the next stitch. 7 and 8 are in the same stitch. 7 and 8. 9 is in the next stitch on its own. 10 is in the next stitch over. 11 and 12 are in the same stitch. And 12. 13 is in the next stitch. 14 is in the next stitch over from that. And 15 and 16 are in the same stitch. So 2 single, and then an increase. All right. 17 and then 18. And then 19 and 20 are in the same stitch. $21 in the next stitch over, 22 in the next stitch over, and in the last stitch is 23 and 24. Okay. Alrighty. And in this next row around, it's just a single crochet, 24 stitches at the end. You can count these little teardrops here to make sure that you have 24. Your 24th loop should be on your hook. And so go ahead and do the 5th row on your own. Just a single crochet, 24 stitches around. I'll meet you back here. Okay, for the next row, we're going to need our eyes. So I use beads, and I just put this little rubber band there through the bead. If you want, you can use wrap bands. I would double them up. Take 2 wrap bands, and I'll show you. There's my beads. But if you want to use wrap bands, you would take, let me get these bands here. You would take 2 wrap bands, put them on your hook, wrap them around once, and then pull all those loops and wrap them around twice. And then you would pull them through. And that would make an eye with the bands. Okay, now we're going to, now we're going to do row 6, and it's 1 single crochet around, and the beads are in stitches 5 and 10. So, or the eyes, beads, eyes, my eyes are beads. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, had a little kitty hair on there, or dog hair. I have both. So anyway, and then this is the 5th one, so we're going to grab our eye and single crochet it just like the rest. Go to the next. There's 6. 7, 8. What did I do? There. 9. Here's the 10th one. We'll put our eye in. And single crochet all the way around. To your stitch marker. I just have bands flying everywhere. I figured I'd get this little Olaf guy out there. I know Thanksgiving is coming up and I have a few Thanksgiving things that I want to get out there too, but I want to start on my Christmas stuff as well. And what better character to start off the Christmas than Olaf? I know he's a lot of people's favorites, mine included. So we'll put him out there. Alright, now that you've done that, take your stitch marker, put it on the band that's on your hook, and you're going to do, for the next 5 rows, single crochet for a total of 24 stitches in each row. And you're going to make sure when you do this row coming up that you have both the stitches underneath the eye, because sometimes they look small at first. I just give them a little tug, that way they look right. Make sure you're always counting 24 all the way around, and I think that's about that. So go ahead, next 5 rows single crochet around for a total of 24 stitches in each row, and meet me back here. Okay, now it should look something like this. And our next row, we're going to single crochet, and decrease. So let's get started, and it will be a total of 18 stitches. So there's 1 single crochet, and then the next stitch is a single crochet, and in the next 2 stitches in the front loops you grab those, and that's a decrease. And in the next stitch it's single crochet, single crochet in the next stitch, and decrease, grabbing the front loops of the 2 stitches, and single crochet. And the next stitch over is single crochet, and a single crochet, and a decrease, front loops of the next 2 stitches there, and then the next stitch single crochet, single crochet, decrease, all the way around. Single crochet, decrease. And decrease. And a decrease. Take your stitch marker and place it on the band that's on your hook. Starting to close in. And our next row, we're going to do a single crochet and a decrease for a total of 12 stitches. So go in this loop, single crochet, in the next 2 loops you catch the front, for a decrease, single crochet in the next one, decrease in the next, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease. For your last one, stitch marker on the band that's on your hook. This is how it's looking. And we're going to take this stitch marker, put it in one of the other loops on our hook. That way it stays in place. Nothing falls apart. Now we're going to work on the face, which we have a few things to do, like this little hair piece and the nose and the mouth and the tooth. I know you can't see my tooth that well, but it's white. It's hard to see, but it's there. It's there. So, okay. Now we're going to work on, first off, we will start with his nose. Okay, for the nose, we're going to make a magic ring, which is wrapping your band around your hook for 3 loops. And then we're going to do 5 single crochet, in your magic ring, one, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on my hook. And you're gonna want a stitch marker. And in the next row, we're going to do 5 single crochet all the way around. So 1, 1 single crochet in each stitch, if you didn't already know. There, 5. Okay, take that stitch marker out of there, put it on the band that's on your hook, and we're going to go around again, 1 single crochet for a total of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take your stitch marker out, put it on the band that's on your hook, and we're going to do a single crochet and a decrease and a decrease. So I know it's a little different. So here's our single crochet, and then we're going to do a decrease and there's 1, and then we're going to do another decrease, and there's the next stitch. It's hard to see the stitches sometimes, and this one. There we go. And we'll just leave the stitch marker there now. This is the forming of the nose. And for the last row, it's like not really a row, it's just like you pick up some bands and do a slip knot. For the point of the nose. And then you can just hide that within the nose. So that's good. And there's the nose. And we'll just go where we started, right here, and we'll pick up some bands, and we'll throw a band on there and do a little slip knot so we can attach it to the head, which I'll do now. So just pick a spot that you think looks pretty good, Go up in there, grab it. If it's not right, switch it up. Like this. And then I go on the inside, grab the band that I just pulled through, and I kind of stretch it out to a spot. Grab the color of your head, which for Olaf it's white. I mean, you can make them a different color if you want to though, because there is no right or wrong as far as I'm concerned. And that should do it. If it doesn't hold the way that you want it to, you can always add another band. Here, I'll show you. I only used one for the other one that I did, but this one, not getting it right for some reason. And you don't want it too far over either. So let's pull it in there, and you can attach it to the other band that's in there like this, and you can pull through. You just attach them however you feel fit, pretty much. Like, no one creation is ever the same, because that is just the way it goes when you hand make things. So, like his eyes on this one, to me, with the rubber bands, they're closer together. And I think it's because I attached them after the math. Yes, I did. This was before I started putting the eyes on with my starting of the head. And this is when I used to attach them after the fact. After I made the head. So these eyes are closer together, which in a way is better, but it's not a big deal. You can always, when you're working on this, you can always put your eyes closer together. You don't have to do them exactly like mine. This is just the way I did it. So feel free to change it up however you feel fit for yours. After all, it is yours. Okay. Now we will we'll work on the mouth. And I just took two blue, light blue bands and slip knotted them together. These ones are the sweets, like a lighter sweets blue color. I don't have the package in front of me to tell you the exact name, but they're sparkly and light blue. So alright, so you slip knot them together, and then he's kind of smirking like this, so that's why his smirk is off to the side a little bit. So we're going to go through here like this, and we're going to let him smirk. It's kind of cute. So I think he needs to come over a little more. See, I don't always get it right the first time. Trial and error, trial and error. And his nose does not want to work. There. Let's see. That'll do. And I'm going to come on the inside here. Grab this one and this one. And I'm just going to take a band and slip knot them together because I want the mouth to kind of be a little looser. That way I can adjust it however. It doesn't have to be. Okay. Now we're going to work on the tooth. Has a little tooth here. This one, you can kind of see it. Okay. And the tooth, we're gonna take 2 white bands, or you can use whatever bands you want. As a matter of fact, I will be right back because I have some different bands that I want to use. I gotta go find them. Okay, now I have the bands that I want. These are, and if you see them sparkle, I don't know if you can see that real well, but they sparkle and they're the glitter white bands from Rainbow Loom. So we're going to grab 2 white bands or whatever color you want for the tooth. I'm assuming you'd probably want white. Or like these little glitter bands. They're kind of cute. Take 2 of them. Wrap them around your hook once. Pull them out again. Wrap them around your hook. So you have a big old cluster on your hook. Now, you're going to grab another band. You're going to place it on your hook, wrap it around once, so it forms 2 loops. And we're going to pull this cluster over that, or onto that rather, and place that on your hook. And you should have something that looks somewhat like this so far. And then I'm going to grab my head color band. I think that's what I want to grab. Let me see here 1 second. Okay, yeah. I'm going to take my head color band and I'm going to pull that through those 4 loops on my hook. And now we're going to attach that. So this is our tooth. We're going to attach it right here. So that should stay. And see, his tooth is kind of more towards this side than this murky part. So we're going to place it right about here, I think. Looks like a good spot. Let's see. Come on, band. Okay. That looks pretty good. Go ahead on the inside. Grab that and that. Pull them together. Go over here. Take another band, that's your head color. Slip knot all those bands together. Pull tight, not too tight. always adjust it differently if you don't think that's the way you want it. Probably before you tie it all together. So this is how we look so far. Alright, now we're going to work with the hair pieces. And I'm going to use brown for that, the cocoa bands from Rainbow Loom. That's the color I'll use. Alright, now you're going to want 3 brown bands. And put them on your hook, just like that. Take 1 white band, or the color of your Olaf. Pull the bands onto the white band. Place it on your hook. Pull the white band through itself for a slip knot. That's how it looks so far. Grab your head. Place it at the very top. So where our magic circle was, which is right here for me. I'm going to grab that white, pull it through, and on the other side, you're going to want to stretch it towards somewhere over here, and you're going to grab those little stitches in there. Take another band, pull them through those loops, slip stitch them together, go back to the other side. Here's your little bands. So, alright, if you don't feel like they're tight enough, make sure you make that pretty tight there. Make sure you have it pretty, secure. And then you want to make sure that you have this pulled through pretty good. And then with these little bands here, what we're going to do is you kind of want to pull them through a little bit so the brown is showing on that side, and then on this side you can kind of separate them a little bit if you want. If you want, you can cut them like that. That's all I do. I mean, you can trim them down a little bit if you want. I'm going to leave this one like this. That's what I did with this other one. So I like it this way, where the brown is kind of inside the head a little bit. This one, when I attached it, I just did something totally different. I didn't really care for the white to be showing like it is, so I thought this looked a lot nicer, in my opinion. So I changed it up a little bit. So there is always a method to the madness. Or you seem like, well, I would have done that a total different way, but okay. And then I'm like, well, this is what you're gonna get. So I had to come up with a different way. It's just me. I mean, you don't have to do it that way. So just try to get a cleaner look to it. Now you're going to want to grab some stuffing, because we're done with the head part, attaching everything. And now we're going to stuff it and close the head. Don't stuff it too much, and don't stuff it too little. Oh, so He's looking pretty good. I'm gonna grab this off of here. Put the hook back on. And now we're going to decrease all the way around for a total of 6 stitches. Yes, we're finally to this part of the head. It's kind of nice. It goes faster when you use all one color for the head. But, you know, that's not enough of a challenge for me. Sometimes I have to go a different route, which leads to longer videos. But it's worth it in the end. You have a really cute little creature or whatever you decide to make, and you know, if it's something you love doing, you'll take the time to do it. So we're decreasing. And you can also do this with yarn, so that's really cool too. That's how I started working with rubber bands, because I like to crochet, and then I found out about the rubber band bracelets that everybody was wearing. My nieces were wearing, and I was like, ooh, those are cool. And then I went on YouTube and found that you don't just have to be stuck with little bracelets, although they are awesome. And then when I noticed that people were crocheting with the rubber bands, that hit close to home, and I was like, yep, I'm buying them. And I'm gonna figure out how to do all this, which it wasn't too hard because I was already into crocheting. Okay, so now that you have your 6 stitches across, then you're gonna grab up whatever bands you got that you can grab, like this. Grab another band and slip stitch them together. That completes our head. And pull that in there. Alright, he's looking pretty good. Alright, now we're going to work on the body. So I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Alright, actually I think I'm going to work on the arms first. Now we get them out of the way, and then we'll work on the body. And then we'll attach the buttons and everything else, and we will have an Olaf. Alright, so to the arms. And I'm going to be using Cocoa, which is brown, from Rainbow Loom, just like the hair. Okay, so I have one arm done already, and now we're going to get started. So you're going to want to pause the video when it comes time to do your second arm, or do it as we go along. We're going to take a band, we're going to wrap it around our hook, and then grab both loops, wrap it around our hook again, take another band, wrap it around our hook once, and we're going to pull that band through this little cluster and place it on your hook. And grab another band, do the same. Pull it through your stuff, put it on the hook. Set that aside. You're going to make 2 more just like this. So wrap a band around your hook once, grab both loops, wrap it around again, creating 4 loops on your hook. Take another band, wrap it around your hook once, pull that through this little cluster, place it on your hook. Grab another band, wrap it around your hook once, pull through your cluster, and set that aside. We're going to make 1 more just like that. Take a band, wrap it around your hook once, pull both loops, wrap around again, grab another band, wrap it around your hook, pull it through the cluster of 4 here, place it on your hook. Take another band, wrap it around your hook, pull it through that, place it on your hook. Now you have 3. They should all look about the same. And you're going to grab another band, wrap it around your hook, and pull it through all of these. Now you can do one at a time because it'd be a lot easier not to get caught up that way. But I risked it and did them all at once. So now we're going to chain 6 more cap bands to that. So wrap your band around your hook, pull it through that little section, place it on your hook. There's 1 cap band, pull it through. That's 2. Another cap it. 3. Cap it. Pull it through. 4. Cap it. Pull it through. 5. Cap it, pull it through. 6. Now you're going to want to grab a band that is the color of your Olaf, whether he be pink, blue, or whatever, and pull it through. But then you kind of want to, so it holds on good, you want to pull that band through itself, kind of like a slip knot, but do not pull it tight. Just leave it just like that. Just pull it a little bit, just so it holds on. Just like this one. Just so they hold on. Just enough to hold on. Okay? And now we're gonna work on the body. Okay, now for the body, we're going to take a band, wrap it around our hook 3 times. That's magic ring. And we're going to take another band, and we're going to pull for a single crochet inside the magic ring. And we're making 6 of those. So that's 1. This is 2, all inside the magic ring. 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the hook. Grab your stitch marker. Alright, in the next row we're going to do an increase. So 2 single crochet in each stitch around. For a total of 12 stitches. Okay, and the next row is a single crochet and an increase for a total of 18 stitches. So this first one we're going to do single crochet, and the second one we're going to put 2 single crochet in that one. 1 and 2, and third one, 1. And the next one is 2, 1, and 2, and the next one is 1, the next one is 2, and 1, and then 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and the last one has 2 single crochet in it. Okay. Alrighty, now I'm going to have you work on the next 4 rows on your own, and they're all 1 single crochet. Let me me see here for a second. I just want to make sure. Alright, so they're all one single crochet around for a total of 18 stitches. And go ahead and meet me back here. Yep, so 4 more rows, 18 stitches each row. And I'll see you in a second. Alright, you should have something that looks kind of like this. And now to the next row here, we're going to do a single crochet and a decrease. So, let me see something here. Okay. Yes. Single crochet and a decrease. I guess I'm a little off today. There's one. Single crochet, and then this is where your decrease is. Okay. Here's your single crochet. And you're going to have a total of 12 stitches. So here's the decrease. 2 front loops of the next 2 stitches. And there we go. Now single crochet in the next stitch. Decrease. Pull up the front loops of the next 2 stitches for your decrease. There. Single crochet in the next stitch. Then a decrease. Single crochet and a decrease. Single crochet and a decrease. For the last one. Alright, now you should have 12 stitches on around. And now I'm going to have you do 3 more rows of single crochet, 12 stitches around in each row. So alright, and then meet me back here. Okay? Now we're going to take this and we're just going to go on the next stitch. Take a band and slip stitch it together. There. Okay? And now we're going to add the buttons. And you'll see that they're kind of have their own thing going on. So the buttons, you're going to make 3 of them, and I've already made 2. And you're going to take 2 black bands, or whatever color you want your buttons to be, wrap them around once, grab all the loops, wrap them around again, make this little cluster. Grab your bands, a band color of Olaf, and then pull your other bands through it. Big cluster there. Okay. Now we're going to grab our body and we're going to find out where we want to put our buttons. So I'm going to set this one here. And there. And I'm going to pull this through the other one and pull tight. That's all that's required of that one. And then since they're a little off, I'm going to put one down here. It's kind of nice when they're a little bit off. That way you don't have to feel like you need to be exactly on. There. And we'll go one back here. Oops. And pull tight. Alright, there's 2 buttons. And we're going to put this one a little off. Okay. And pull tight. There. Olaf isn't so bad to make. It is pretty easy. And then we're going to take a little weight, whether it be beans, C-clips, a gem, and we're going to throw it in the bottom there. It's just so he's not top heavy and he'll sit up and it'll be nice. And we're going to take a little stuffing and also put it in there, but don't put too much. You don't want it sticking out of your bands. Maybe just a little more. So I can never find a happy medium with this stuff. Now we'll grab some bands. We'll start slip knotting them to these ones. Oh, you know what? I gotta attach the arms. Probably a good idea. So let's go to the arms. You can always adjust them to how you want them. And they don't. There, that's the beauty about bands. So here are his arms. They're kind of like that. Here are mine. I kind of put this down a little more, but this time I'm gonna make sure I put them like roughly right here. So there's one. And we're just gonna slip knot. That's it. Super easy. Nothing difficult about that. Okay. Go to the other side here. We're going to do the same thing. Okay, now that you got that started, we can attach the head. And I use a yarn needle, but you can use your crochet hook or loom hook or whatever kind of hook you got, or whatever works for you. So make sure you have your head on straight as you're putting together your little guy here. You might want to check on it and see if that's the way it's working out for you, or if it's not, undo it, redo it, however you want to do it. I just like to tuck the arm ones inside. We don't need them anymore. We'll just hide them. Okay. I put this band here earlier so I could make sure that his head stayed forward. So that did a pretty good job of that. Okay. We're getting closer. So alrighty, looking good. I'm just gonna get this off. Okay, and I'm gonna grab my hook. I'm just gonna slip knot it to a couple bands here. There. Hide that inside the body. And there's your little Olaf. So hopefully you like him. Alright. So now I'm going to be working on my little Thanksgiving I'm going to be working on my little Thanksgiving ideas. So they'll be coming soon. I don't have any sneak peeks at the moment because they're not right here handy with me. But here's Olaf. I hope you like him. I hope you have fun creating them. And thank you for watching. So have a good day. Bye.